Welcome to another Homestead check-in. So, I have some fun, exciting news. I have Sookie, my new piggy. Well, let's go take a look at her. We'll show you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, and there's Gingy and Sookie. So I got Sookie a friend. Oh, hi. Because it didn't really work out with Sookie inside. I was just feeling really terrible about her being on her own, and just because they're social, they kind of like each other. Except for Cheyenne, I guess she's just our house pig. So I was looking. Well, I actually reached out to a rescue first. Mwah, oh hi, mwah, oh hi, and they never really got back to me. So someone had posted that they had these little baby pigs, about a month difference in age than Sookie here. And so I was like, oh, and they made plans to go get her. And it was just like, so it was about 3-hour drive on a whim. And let's see, hopefully she doesn't knock the camera over. She's right at it. I know, what are you doing? And so I get there, and there's a really nice lady and her son, but she's just not quite as friendly as Sookie yet. And so we had to try to catch her, and then I finally caught her. Then I got her in this crate, and I got the harness thing on her, and then I thought it was untied enough, and then I was going to take her out of the crate and put her into the car. Mwah, hi, mwah, oh, hi. And she got loose on the property. They're right around chasing. Oh my goodness, it was quite the ordeal. Finally got her again. They're just so much stronger than you would think. So anyways, and got her here. She didn't go potty one time in the car, unlike Sookie, who was a little poop factory. And then got her here. She was so scared. I felt so bad. But as soon as she heard Sookie, she just immediately perked up, and all was well. And they're like best friends now. So I'm super happy with it. And then I changed the location. Obviously, we're not. If you saw the last video, I had talked about putting them by the boy goats on the other side of this greenhouse thing. But I decided that since we're closing the nursery now, we'll just go sectioned off a part of the nursery. Here, I'll show you. So we have that gate, and then as you can walk around to get to the other side. I'm still working on cleaning up in here. So like I said, it was sort of on a whim. But then they're by Maisie and Jellybean and Iris. And then, so just halfway closed it off so that the other half has the plants that are left from the nursery. So it's a little bit chilly today, obviously. I'm kind of all bundled up. And then tomorrow is supposed to be really nice. So we'll see how that goes. And then as the sun comes out, oh, it's bright. But tomorrow, Cheyenne, the other piggy, my big piggy, the indoor piggy, she's getting her hooves trimmed. I have been on a whole thing trying to figure out someone to come out and do them, because I have not been able, I can't clip hard enough. And anyways, and so they either sedate them, or you find someone that they call it flip the pig, and so they flip her over on her back and then kind of go over top. And I saw some videos, even little girl, small me sized girls doing it just fine. So maybe if I see how it's done, I could do it myself in the future. But I'm really I'm happy about that. So now I have the vet, and I have someone to do their hooves. So, and then I guess if you have boys, their tusks need to be trimmed, but I don't have any boys, so And next up will be Sookie. She'll be getting spayed. So I'll get that done because pigs are, they have real issues getting like uterine and cancers and I don't know, all that stuff kind of goes wrong early down there. And so, but if you get them spayed, then they have a chance of living a pretty decently long life. So, and I love my babies, so that's what I'm going to try to do. So, Gingy, our new one. Look, she's right behind. Oh, what are you doing? We're eating so I got that black tarpus stuff is from the, when I had laid down for all the plants, and there's a bunch of Bermuda roots all entangled in it, so I think that probably tastes good. And then we have our Miss Iris out the fence there. She looks depressed, but I think she's just like really enjoying the way the sun feels on her right now. So Jelly Bean and Maisie. So lots of good stuff. Oh, you got a stick?
Oh, you just being so silly. Oh, you being a silly little piggy. Oh, you gonna get the zoomies? Oh, what does he have there?
Oh, really, Sookie? Are you a dog?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Gingy. Oh, yeah, Gingy.
Stars is getting her little udders in. She's the one on the left. She's about a month away from her due date. And then Yeah, I'm just pretty sure Daisy isn't pregnant, but Stars, yep, gonna have her first set of babies. So yeah, Miss Cheyenne is not outside today. She's huddled up. Hummus Piggy. Mama loves a little piggy. She's the best. Anyways, yep, so she'll be getting her hooves trimmed tomorrow. And I'm hoping that, and she's a little bit overweight, so I'm hoping that'll help her move around a little bit easier before mesquite bean season, because that's when she like really blows up and then has to lose it all over the winter, and then the mesquite beans fall again, because otherwise I can keep her on pretty much, a diet, but I can't, with all the stuff outside that's just available to eat, so yeah. But I really think like this should be helpful though. Oh, well, it has been such a crazy week between getting a pig and then a lot of other drama. So, I don't know about you, but setting boundaries is really challenging for me. So, and until AA, I didn't even know I had a problem with boundaries, because I was just like, if I just like put up all these walls and act all tough and stuff, then no one will bother me, and then no one will know that I can't say no. So I really tried over the years to get better, to know myself, to even know what they are, because yeah, I can just kind of, anyways, so I had to set a boundary this week, and inevitably it gets crossed, right? So, or tested is the right word. So I'm just curious, putting it out there. Well, I'm going to steal this for the journal prompt for the week, is if you can notice 3 times when you set a boundary and then notice when it was tested. So I think this is super important, right? Because when we feel like one of the biggest times I can remember, always quitting smoking, right? So I finally have for good now, but I had quit smoking, and inevitably, go into the store and they're like, oh yeah, you smoked this, someone, here, you want this pack of cigarettes for free? I'm like, when does that ever happen when you're actually need it, or in the moment with it? But yeah, so that's always that's one of the tests. But yeah, as inevitably tested here, and then I had to seek my mind, and none of it really has gone over well. It's just kind of been it's been a long week. So just getting this out, and why doesn't it feel better to withhold, to hold on to your, I wish it would just feel better, I set this boundary and then feel good about it, but instead I feel so tumultuous over it. So it's unfortunate, and I don't like that stuff taking up time in my brain. But if I don't say something, then it takes up time in my brain, because then I'm mad about it, or I definitely need to, so it's a thing to try to set boundaries in a reasonable way, and then watch how they're immediately tested and then Yeah, so just for fun, and if you want to maybe like put in the comments or whatever what you noticed when you have set a boundary, and then what the test was immediately after. And yeah, sometimes I've failed and other times it's stuck, so you know, some win some, lose some, but I do think it's interesting for sure to always notice the test. So let me know. Here, we'll just go for a little walk, check out the back of the property, see how things are going. Since we saw the piggies and we saw the goats, pretty stoked about being able to have goat's milk again. So it's been months now, forever. So I hope everything goes well. Our last pregnancy was challenging. Left a little bit of a scar there, so I hope that it goes much smoother this time. Knock on wood. Yeah, so this whole boundary setting, and I've more or less lost a friend, my best friend, and I don't know. I'm sure you've all experienced that. Sometimes you guys just you just go different directions, you know, and then you're left with nothing to relate on, and then sometimes even a little more extreme than you can't even really be friends anymore. So that's kind of what's happened here, and really I guess it kind of died a long time ago, but can be very delusional and not want to see what's happening even when it's obvious. So it's just really been kind of a bummer week, but I'll be all right. And you know, I've kind of been asking for, like, not asking for it or whatever, but here, look real fast. Pretty epic looking, even though it's not green. But you know, I just been doing so much changing in my life and growing that, you know, it just doesn't resonate with me to hang out with people that drink a lot or, you know, party a lot or aren't doing anything with their lives, you know. So it's not very inspiring to me, and then I'm not very inspiring to those people either. So yeah, just kind of learning to accept that, and you know, to know that new people are going to come into my life, and you know, just kind of making, universe is kind of making space. I asked it to make space, and so I can grow, and well, always in unexpected ways. But I just thought I'd share that with you, and you know, it's okay to grow and outgrow people, places, and situations if they're not really serving you anymore, and if, you know, the boundary isn't acceptable, then that's okay too. You can just go our separate ways. So maybe someday, right? I don't know. Life is quite the journey. But Gingy and Sookie, absolute dolls. So I'm stoked. Everybody, all my animals, everybody's good. That's like one of my main, it's hard for me to feel good about things if I think that someone's unhappy. So the ducks were making me unhappy for a little while because they needed more space, so we just released them. And that Sookie, now she has her friend, and because I go out every day and bring Sookie in for like lunchtime, and we'd hang out. But it gets hard, so sometimes I just don't have time. So now if I don't have time, you could just be like, well, you could just hang out with your friend and we'll connect later. So that's good. The chickens are happy, laying lots of eggs, and really all's well. Just moving forward. Yeah, I feel like that. Oh, of course, now the sun now has sunglasses. All right, well, you know, that I felt like that eclipse energy was quite intense, like on top of everything else going on, you know. So did you have any weird transformations in your life from the eclipse? Let me know. I'm curious. What an intense week, man. But right, it's Saturday. We're getting past it, and spring is like peaking. Like I can tell, like it doesn't really feel like it in my head, but I could see it in some of the birds coming back and bugs. So here we go with almost a whole nother season. So. All right, well, maybe next time we'll be getting out into the wild. That would be fun. And maybe a little bit lighter of a week. That would be great too. So, all right, until next time.